Hello, everyone. I am Akeredolu Tolani Blessing. We will be looking at Introduction to Sustainable Built Environment 3. In our last class, we were able to discuss some concepts that are associated with sustainable built environment, and we mentioned some of the concepts that are climate change, stated the meaning, and energy efficiency, resources efficiencies, carbon footprint, and so on. And we learned that this concept guides sustainable built environment by influencing the design and the decision we make, then material selection for building construction, and then it defines the operational strategy for the construction of a project. Now, we want to emphasize the importance of the built environment. See that the built environment play a very crucial role in societal development by providing infrastructure for living, provide working and social interaction. And then built environment influences health, safety, and economic productivity, and then environmental stability. You can see that well-planned building and infrastructure enhance quality of life, while poor designs environment contributes to congestions, pollution, and social inequalities. Therefore, sustainable built environments are essential for long-term societal well-being. We are looking at represent what built environment represents in our society. What does built environment represent in our society? See that built environment include buildings, that is homes, schools, hospitals, and then it represents infrastructures, that is the road with light on, the bridges, water, energy system also. Then we also represent public spaces, that is we build public spaces like markets, parks, and town squares. So linking this to human well-being and societal functioning, say that the built environment provides the physical settings for human activities and directly influence health and safety, then productivity and social interactions. Then we look at what are the core values of the built environment. What are our values as a professional in building constructions? We see that, and we have social value. We provide shelters and securities. We provide quality of life. We enhance quality of life. Then support educations, healthcare, and social interaction. So the example, we see that design housing reduces overcrowding and improves mental and physical health. I want to look at the economic value of the built environment. See, built environments create employment when construction is being proposed. So a lot of employment where we have maintenance services, those are specialized in that. We have seven electrical, mechanical, we have carpenters, we have bricklayings, we have a lot of employments are being done during construction. So we provide employment. And again, we support trade and productivities. Then we also attract investment and tourism. Those are the contribution of built environment to the society. Then example is transport infrastructure improves access to markets and reduce business cost. Again, we'll look at another value, which is environmental. What are the value we provide to our environment? We influence resources consumption, energy, water, materials. Then we affect climate change, how and biodiversity. Then we determine environmental sustainability. So the example on that is energy efficient building, reduce carbon emission, and operating cost. Then we want to look the cultural and aesthetic value of built environments. We preserve heritage and identity, reflect societal value and traditions, then enhance pride and self of belonging. So example is historical building in city like Ibadan. It reflects cultural history and identity. Then next we look at what are the real life relations of built environment? Let's look at real life examples. Understanding best demonstrated through context example, especially Nigeria or local ones. So, poor drainage system lead to what? Lead to flooding and loss of life. So if the built professional cannot provide a very good drainage system, there are a lot of effect of it on the citizen of the country. So it leads to lots of life and flooding. You know, important resources are wasted. So we see that he have a good role to play in our society. And then we see that another real example you can see is inadequate housing. If the house is not well built, it can lead to health and social problem. Then we contribute to sustainable building also, giving a very good building, considering sustainability and then sustainable development. Say it will help us to lower energy bills, and then we have a better and comfort life. Again, we see consequences of poor building environments, such as urban slump. Those are consequences of poor built environment. Traffic congestions. That's one of the examples we experience when there's poor built environment. Then environmental degradations also can lead to that. Then we have social inequalities. And then we emphasize that built environment is vital to societal development as it provides infrastructure for living, working, and social interaction. It also influences economic growth, environmental sustainability, and social well-being. Then, sustainable built environments enhance quality of life while minimizing environmental impacts, thereby supporting present and future generation. So we have a great work to do as we professionals in built environment for us to provide a quality of life for the next generation. So that's the end of the lecture. We want to look at some discussion which time permits we'll be able to discuss that. So we want, want to explain how built environment influences the quality of life in society. Then using example from your community or Nigeria in general, discuss the social, economic, and environmental importance in your own knowledge. Then can look at the area we are living. We analyze the local projects around. Are they complying with all these prerequisites for sustainability? Check the roads, the campuses around you. You analyze it. Is it bringing what will give us a very good um, future for the next generation? Those can be done in our area. Then to look at some case study we can discuss about, that's look at University of Ibadan campus environment. Students, we analyze the lecture hall. Are they conducive? Are they complying with the prerequisites of sustainability? Then hostels, our hostels, we check. That is when we buy, okay, whenever any design wants to come up, you know, okay, this needs to be here. This is not right, this is right. Then we look at our roads and walkways. We look at drainage and green spaces we have around. So guiding questions, how does the campus environment affect learning and well-being? and what sustainability issue are evidence, then suggest to improvement for a more sustainably built environment. These are things we need to ruminate about. How can we affect our environment where we are living? How can we say, okay, we can give this to the next generation? Then that's why it's called for change of life. Change of life. And thank you. If you find this video helpful, kindly subscribe and send it to some of your friends. Thank you.